make me crazy. My fucking kids make me crazy. Welcome back. Take 14. That's why I'm good at math.
Yeah.
Fuck, I just wanted to put my arm there. All right, so back to business. Snowstorm. Good thing we're all here now.
Yeah.
Safe. Don't drive.
Oh, I'm driving home.
No, I'm telling them don't drive.
Oh, yeah, don't drive.
Only stupid people fucking drive, or people that get, held up by
Thanks,
their
that's
children.
why I'm driving home.
Or, well, no. I had to laugh because first it's my kids and your fucking kids are calling.
Right.
Want to have a conversation. It's fucking midnight. Like, yes, please, while we are busy, everybody should be talking to us.
Oh, I loved hearing from him. I love that she was watching and she said she did comments. I love hearing from him, so it's not that at all. We're just trying to get it done so that, we can get home safely.
So you can get home to your clean kitchen.
Right. Now that's funny.
Did you hear that? Clean kitchen right as she came on, too. Now that's funny shit. Your mom is excited to come home to that clean kitchen.
She said, "Fuck you very much."
People make us crazy.
All week.
Fucking all week.
Right, every day.
Stacked up on crazy. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so, boobs. Boobs.
Gossip.
Your daughter's commenting.
Ah.
So, boobs, yes, we gotta talk about this.
She said, not happening. Yeah, better.
Do you, teenager, we have shanks hanging up?
Yeah.
Your mom might bring one home to shank your ass with the fat KitchenAid fucking Mr. Clean. Bald dude clean. So, yeah.
Yeah, you want that car?
True. Clean kitchen. I go for a fucking clean house, dude. You want that car? Fucking spick and span that shit.
And have my homework done.
Right, and mine. She's like, fuck you. Have Damien do it.
Right.
He did great on my speech. Why are you talking to me like that, people? So yeah, boobs.
Boobs.
Boobs. Things that women do with their boobs.
Boobs. Remember the guys on
Boob is boob backwards.
Sesame Street? Yeah, it is.
We used to put that on our picture, remember? Bring it back.
8008.
800 boob.
5.
Just one, because you couldn't. Oh wait, yeah, you could put 5, so you had 2 boobs.
Right. You remember the guys on Sesame Street, though, the cute little guys that were like, womp, womp, womp.
Yeah.
Boobs.
That was Damien's first word. He was like, yeah. We were in the checkout line, and he like kept smacking my boob, and I was like, dude, stop hitting my boob. And he's like, boo, boo, boo. And I'm like, oh my God, everybody is staring at us, and I'm like, fucking just bag the groceries up fast as fuck. I mean, you can't associate the word boob with anybody or anything else. YouTube? No, my kid's not saying YouTube.
I know quite a few people in my life that associated at least my boobs with pillows.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Are they like Serta? Or is that, no, that's a mattress.
Okay.
I'm not good at the association game.
A whole new meaning to my pillow.
Right. Can I fluff your pillow?
Nope, I did that myself.
I wonder if that would be like considered a boob job.
Do you ever do that?
What, fluff my pillows?
When you're sleeping.
No.
That's one of the warmest spots on your body.
I thought your armpit was.
I said one of. I didn't say the.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I haven't done that. That's like Al Bundy-ish.
That's comfortable as fuck.
Oh, shit. Shit's falling.
Thank you very much.
Shit's gonna fall.
By the way, doesn't it look awesome?
It does look pretty fucking cool.
She's like, here, we got all this. Let's make it look better. All that kind of looks cool though when you look at it.
Yeah, if it doesn't fall, if you're tripping, it probably looked cool. Like it was like together. So
it just looks like some new modern art or something.
Yes, it does.
And here comes
it's a
more
Picasso.
shit.
From far away, it's fucking amazing. And then you get close, and it is a fucked up hot mess.
Yeah.
Like Cheeto Dick, dude.
Cheeto Dick. Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, oh, there it's. Oh, snatch.
Oh, snatch. Is it good?
Yeah, it is.
Thinking about it.
Okay, so I have to tell you what I always like to do. Wait, you have to tell me what you do with your boobs.
Oh, dude, they're like, I don't know, they're like, oh God, the rest of it's still up.
That is pretty cool. We should have just done it that way.
Why didn't we think of that?
I don't know. Check it out.
Ta-da!
Look at it.
Oh, that's kind of
Just when you thought you were sober. Here's the real test. It is not moving, motherfuckers.
That's funny.
So, tell me what you do with your boob.
I'll just put my hand. I mean, it just fits perfectly. Probably like a guy's hand does on his balls when he's sitting there, like Al Bundy. It just you know, if I'm laying on my side, I just slip my hand right in between, and you know, the thumb's on the other side, and it's all there, and it's all comfy, and it's all warm and cozy, and good night. Look at you. Looks like a tit.
All I gotta say is Red Bull does not taste good out of a fucking sippy cup.
I bet not.
Yeah, that's what it is. I just can't show the can. So,
we need to talk to them and do something about that.
Yeah, we do. Fucking yes, we do. So, this is what I do on my boob. Okay. Just one.
Just one?
No, both. Well, okay, so I think almost probably every chick has done this at least. When you're cleaning, you're like, oh, fuck, I forgot that shelf over there.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you've got picture frames on it, and you're like, oh, dust rag. Oh.
Yeah.
So, and one day I have to laugh because the UPS guy came to the door and he's like, ring, and I had been cleaning. I fucking opened the door and all you can see is his face, and he's like,
just funny.
I know, I'm like, what is the deal? And I look down and I'm like, oh no.
At least you had a shirt on.
Oh, yeah. Funniest thing about that, though, is my first gig DJing. Remember, like, that white and black bustier, that laced up that I had?
Yes.
Well, remember I threw a sex party that night, and we were up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's bubbly.
I love how you're like all happy and smiling, and I'm like, this is shit.
Yeah.
Shit. This is horrible. What was I saying? Damn.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So the sex party thing. And the girl that was running it, she was like, here, try this. And it was bosom buddy shit. You rub it on like your nipples and it stimulates it, right? So I did this. Well, in that bustier, I could not wear a bra. So after this, I go downstairs to start to DJ. And I'm in front of black lights. And all of a sudden, I hear my friend, she's like, dude, Tanya, your nipples are like glow in the dark blue. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, wasted. And I'm like, on the microphone, what are you saying about my blue nipples? I look down and I'm like, oh my God, my freaking nipples are purple and blue.
Purple and blue.
Where I put that bosom buddy stuff on.
Yeah.
The black lights. It was like, I'm sure sperm or jizz. You know, it was like all on the white part. And I couldn't ruin it. I couldn't fix it.
Right.
You know, I had to wear it for the rest of the day. So it was freaking horrible. But yeah, I was very embarrassed. So
I would have been too.
Yeah. So the UPS guy, it was pretty interesting too, because I was like, well, on the bright side, at least my nipples aren't glowing in the dark. They're just a little dusty. Got cobwebs everywhere.
That's where I was going. Dust on the boobs and cobwebs out of a JJ.
Right? Oh, hell
That's
bells.
what the little broom's for.
Right? Oh, shit. Okay, so,
newsflash, inquiry minds this week.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to meet Mikkel. Mikkel is
Capricorn, single, 2 kids. What the fuck else?
What's your favorite date?
One that I would actually probably want to go on, because right now, I don't want to date.
What do you like in a man?
God, all I can think of is "I Got Big Balls." The song just came to my mind, but yeah, no.
Like, you mean like cojones? Like, you
What
better...
do I like it? Well, yeah, because it's not like we have a quiet, non-dominating personality. Yeah, he's gonna have to have big balls.
I don't know what you're talking about. We hang out in libraries all the time. As you can tell, it's a library in my basement and the other side of the door.
Right? I guess somebody didn't want to earn that prize for helping out with work, but
Apparently him and Jess are on the same page. They don't want to listen and make it to where we have clean kitchens and quiet children. No presents!
Jess says, "Can we switch? She can do the kitchen and I can be quiet."
Right? Be down for that too.
Right?
Oh, shit.
No, I want that tree.
I want that job. Why does she always get the cool shit?
Right.
Oh, well. Okay, so...
And this is Tanya.
Hi.
And you are
Here.
Pisces.
Oh, I'm here. Present.
And she's accounted for.
I'm a Pisces.
And?
I like to swim.
And?
I'm 38.
And do you have children?
Yeah, one's on this other side of the door right here, and he won't be quiet. Damien! Hey! Can you please be quiet? Thank you. This is really our life.
Right.
Yeah, this is how I discipline my children.
No, you're better than that.
Well, I am, but I say thank you to them.
Well, yeah, but all you're doing is, you're teaching them to be funny.
He was looking for contraband one day. I was like, rip the couch cushions apart. Look for contraband. So he's like 2 years old ripping couch cushions. And he's like, contraband. We were over at my mom's house like a week later, and he's like starting to rip off her couches. And anybody that knows my mom, like, we always had a room that we didn't touch. We didn't sit in it. So he's like ripping off these couches or cushions, and you can just see my mom's face like, I fucking lose my shit, because my mom, this is her first grandkid, so
Right.
she's like, we don't even fucking sit on the couch and you're ripping it apart. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this is fucking awesome paybacks. And I'm like, fuck my life, paybacks for me too.
Right.
50 times worse.
Right.
So yes, no, I have 2 kids. Some days I feel like I have 202.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Understand.
yeah, so...
You had to deal with a couple interesting ones. Well, at least one interesting one for sure this week. He just didn't know how to let go.
Oh, yes. We were going to spend together forever.
Right. And he was
Yes.
going to do you all night long.
Yes.
Real good.
All night long.
Right.
And then I turned him down and I did it nicely, as I do with everybody. And he was like, enjoy your life.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, I do.
Right.
What am I looking for in a man? Them to go away. What is my favorite date? One that I'm not having.
Right.
March 15th, my birthday.
Yeah.
What do I like in men besides going away? That they're farther away? I like when they don't send me dick pics.
Right.
I love how they're starting to schmooze in. I've got a couple that are like, can you tell me honestly what you would think if I were to, and I already know when I see, can you tell me honestly? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, women don't go around and send pictures of their fucking vagina lips to people.
Do you think my smile's pretty?
Right? No, I can't really see your teeth. Smile wider. Bitch, you need to clean up your fucking grill. Well, I don't know. So, yeah, and I'm like, I'm so nice about it, but just in a different way, I guess. I'm like, any person that really would give a shit about you would not think about that, you know, address that situation to you and keep it a secret, I guess, you know, on different levels.
And I think that's one thing that's so good about how we are responding to people that do that, because some people that have been guilty of these things are some of our favorite followers right now.
I like to send my dick pictures out.
And the
mine's bigger than yours. Sorry. And the
yeah, I lost it.
No, you did not.
No, I did.
You had people, the way that we're handling things and discussing them with them, and some people are respecting us and not sending them now.
Oh, well, that, and we're finding, we're actually getting to know about and hear some of the stories about some of the people and the stuff that they're going through. And that, you know, us being here doing this and, you know, our other posts and that, it gives them something else to focus on instead of all the crappy stuff. Like, you know, people that have parents or other family in the hospital, and we've met people that have lost other family members and whatnot recently, and yeah, so it's very heartwarming, the people that can have the respectable conversations, you know, the stuff that you find out. It's awesome.
It is cool. It kind of feels like we're living their lives with them in a way, you know?
Right, and they tell us the same thing, which is really cool.
It is cool. I like that we always get, you guys are crazy, but you're fun. It's like we hang out with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what we intended, you know? It's kind of nice to like see everybody up on the screen, because then we get even more excited. We're like, dude, this is so awesome. Like, look at our friends. Friends are up there. And like, we remember things about you. Like, we talk about you guys all the time.
We do.
We really do. Like, I'll send Mikkel a text and I'll be like, dude, you're not going to believe what happened. I can't put this on like our Facebook page, but like it made my heart like melt. It was really nice and heartfelt, or like this was some fucked up shit. Like there are really weird people out there. And I thought I was fucking weird.
Right. Yeah. It's neat how many people are finding out, you know, they're not the only one that has gone through, you know, a lot of stuff. And some people are getting some really good attention in the writing area, which is cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you haven't hit there yet, be sure that you do. And there is nothing that is not good unless, you know, you're intentionally writing a sentence like this is not good. But,
oh, that's not good.
If they, you know.
Couldn't you have written me that kind of note and passed it to me while you were sitting in the pew during my fucking marriage ceremony? This is not good.
Talking about building stuff for the book.
Well, I know, but that would have been a nice heads up.
The whole page. This is not good.
Like,
damn, I wonder what happened.
Like Bert Simpson over and over. This is not good, Tanya. This is not good. This is not good, Tanya. Run, run. There goes the bride, Tanya. Oh, hell. But no, it is really neat because, I don't know, like, it's helped me a lot, you know, deal with some things that I've been going through. Because like we talked about last week, it's really new for us. And, man, we're having to deal with a lot of shit personally and fuck together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've wanted to, like, rip each other's head off a couple times. You probably so more than me.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Nah, I think so. I work with prisoners.
Yeah, you know, that kind of goes along with that taking shit personally thing that we talked about too. Yes. Because just because I may be in a certain way, it's not always meant personally directly towards you, and it's an internal battle. I mean, there's a lot of changes that are being demanded of me, it feels like some days at once. And that's a lot.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I agree. It's
It's a, that's a change that I would prefer be gradual and not necessarily all at once, all areas at once,
I know. I don't think life happens like that for us though.
It's like, fucking back off for just a fucking minute. Just give me a fucking break.
Right? God's like, you guys are so strong. And I'm like, really? I'm strong enough to bench press a fucking van full of hookers eating KFC, like, nonstop buffet.
You had to think I was a bitch on Sunday too, but you already knew that I had stuff to do. I think that's probably why you weren't surprised by any attitude that I had. But by the time we woke up and got going, by the time you got back, it was time for us to get going. And it's like, fuck, now I gotta get going. And
I just don't remember what fucking day it is and what's going on. And
right.
What screwed me up was I had to go to different campus, so it was open later, and I was there on a Saturday, and yeah, that fucked me up. So I was like, no, today's Friday. No, you can't tell me that the Weather Channel's right.
Right.
I'm right. I live in my own town. I'll show up when I get there. I'm on like crackhead time, only I don't do dope.
Yeah, no.
I could probably out-time the crackheads. I bet I could last longer.
Speaking of crackhead, your head's pretty like firecracker. I love it!
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see her this week.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Well, I'm gonna at least call her this week to see what I can get in there.
No, I love, once I got to Roxy's Salon and Spa, I realized I knew Catherine.
Yeah.
From the past. Like, I used to DJ, and she was at one of my shows, and yeah, it was really cool. Like, we had a really good talk, and I told her, I was like, I will take my head all the way around town and flash my mouth if people ask, and if not, they're going to hear. So, yeah, Roxy's Salon and Spa, and she's amazing. She's on our Facebook page, so I wanted to say thanks, and it's been really hard for me not to...
And I'll be calling.
Right, I'll be calling. It was really hard for me not to go live, though, either, for 4 days. Like, I've kept...
I know, I was so surprised.
Yes, I kept way on the down low. And the other day when I left your house, Jerry was like, whoa, what the fuck? You could see yourself coming from a mile away. And I was like, damn it, I should have been like an old lady and put a Walmart bag over my head. It's raining, Jerry. No, Tanya, it's not. Oh, yeah, the fuck it isn't raining. In my world, it's raining. But yeah, so I'll post her number and everything, and she's just awesome. She knows what to do when you say what you want. You can show her a picture, and then you get stylists that are like, oh, yeah, you can't do that, or I don't want to do that because I ain't got enough time kind of thing. No, that woman puts her heart and soul into hair, and I've only felt that way about one other woman, which is Virginia, who is on our page too.
Really?
Yeah, and she decided to go and become a rapper. Yeah, I agree.
Huh.
So, Miss V.
Miss B.
Yeah.
And she's a rapper.
Yeah, she's a Pisces too. She's 30-something, has kids. Darker complexion, caramel a little.
This is not a dating website.
I'd be really good at hooking some motherfuckers up, though. I'm about ready to start a game show with, like, how long can you last hanging out with Tanya?
Right. Thank you very much.
Good luck with that one. May the force be with you.
Right. That's funny.
Oh, shit. So, I'm done too, kid. My mind's freaking spent. I don't even know what day it is. Do you? No. Oh, good. We're on the same page.
Right.
What page number?
I'm dead.
Okay, go upstairs. I'll be right up. Okay, take your tractor upstairs, John dear.
I can't see it.
I can't see it either. Can you please get your cute butt upstairs? 1. Keep walking. Keep going. In my bed. Or in the living room. I will be right up. This is my motherfucking life. When I say I don't get 5 minutes, my child has been up since 4 o'clock this morning.
Jesus.
It is fucking
His eyes
12:30.
dilated.
Because the fucking kid don't sleep. The motherfucking kid is cracked the fuck up. It's New Year's Eve in New York. Fucking sippy cups are falling from the goddamn ball. Shit's dropping. We're all partying right now in my house. Fucking Christ. Laid back with my mind on my mommy and my mommy on my mind.
I need some more bubbly.
Oh, Christ. How's your Dr. Pepper?
It's kind of an interesting glass.
It's a martini glass.
It feels like it covers my tooth.
Dude, yours covers your face. I can't even fucking get shit out of mine. Like, this would suck. I don't even remember this part of my life, and I'm very thankful I don't.
You gotta suck harder.
It's horrible. Fuck. Now I'm wondering why the kids are like, your mom's not picking that back up. Well, duh, I can't fucking suck out of it. Why would I want to hold it?
Right.
Okay. So, what else?
We were talking, I think we were talking about our setup earlier. We got interrupted.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
That's my other multiple personalities. By the way, if you ever want to know what you used to look like when you were drunk, just look at your children running around with diapers on and they're naked and their fucking hair's crazy and they're babbling and shit at 12:50 in the morning.
Right.
That's what you looked like when you were drunk.
Right.
You may not have had a diaper. You may have had a pull-up.
If you're lucky.
Fuck, right?
It could have just been dangling.
Just in your pantyhose. Who fucking knows? I swear some days my children make me want to drink again.
Understandable.
Yeah, and then I have like one swig and I'm like, I'm going to feel like I'm dying tomorrow.
Right. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I must say, drunk people are funner to watch, though. More fun.
Yes.
I'm like, dude, did I do that? No, I did it way worse. Why is that idiot dancing on the top of their car? God, you dumb fuck, dance on a semi.
Right. What are you just thinking?
Right? Come on, like, go all out, dude. Fucking hang with the big dogs. Fucking kick back on your Seagrams.
You know, we were talking about all the people that we've been talking to and whatnot, and people sharing with us, and we've had quite a few people talk to us about domestic violence. I try to direct most of that to you because my experience is minor in that. Not that it's, I mean, it's still domestic violence when it comes right down to it, but it's not what I perceive as domestic violence, which is the actual physical violent acts. It took somebody else to tell me anything about the mental and
or financial, social.
Yeah, that's true.
And I didn't know that either until I was sitting in the women's center.
Right.
And you're right. That's all you think about. Like, I literally think about domestic violence as somebody putting their hands on somebody else of, I guess, the opposite sex, because that's the way that my generation was brought up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it takes somebody to make you become aware of the other kinds of violence that are out there domestically.
And you know, sometimes I know that when I looked at it a little bit, it was eye-opening because you know, I had to look at it and say, well, gosh, you know, by this standards, you know, I'm kind of verbally abusive myself. And so it really kind of made me have to look at how, you know, sometimes even I joked and played around with people, you know, because if they didn't know me yet, it could be perceived wrong.
Right. I think that's normal just because people are just so quick to perceive too. And with technology, you can't...
And assume.
Right. Which starts with us.
And ends with you and me.
I didn't know that. Dude, how have I gone my whole life not knowing this?
Really?
Yeah, I knew race car was race car backwards. Nobody fucking filled me in on that secret, though. I didn't get the memo. I must have been on dial-up at that time with my floppy.
That's one of my favorite sayings.
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's good.
I love it.
Yeah, that's good. So, we'd like to say thank you to, our producer.
Oh, yeah.
No, we don't have one. It's us. Produce our own shit.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's why we did our setup, though.
It rocks.
Yeah, but our publisher does deserve some credit, too, because he's pretty bomb, and the company is, and
yeah.
he told us now that we've hit a different platform, we have to have something visually entertaining besides our boobs. So what else do you put up? Knives, fucking scissors, and shanks, and music shit.
Right.
And Crystal Gable shit.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I think it looks a little more homey.
It is. It does look better.
Yeah.
Not that we ever didn't think that, it needed to be done. It just...
I was kind of digging the old industrial, like...
yeah, kind of to a degree. It was like...
It was Wayne's World-ish.
Right.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche.
For you to the fandango. I said 49 did very, very Friday, babe.
Galileo.
Red Bull. Mine tastes like shit.
I bet it does.
Yeah, it really does. But yeah, no, he told us that it was kind of shitty to look at. I was like, dude.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're not looking at the washer or dryer, okay? It's not like we fucking have panties and shit hanging from the walls.
Well, they probably wouldn't complain about that.
That's what we should do.
Well, okay, so what are we going to put up for our rumor followers? I mean, we can mix it all together.
We can put up pull-ups and shit.
No, we cannot make women just all about pull-ups and that. It's got to be something, because if you put up panties and bras, that's a sexy thing for guys. We got to put up something sexy, not mothery for women.
Like jock straps?
Yeah, that ain't sexy.
Dick pics?
Yeah, we'll have to think about that one.
Right? Let's do like the government does. We'll put Band-Aid on it and come back to that one.
Right.
Oh, gotta love the politicians.
Right.
Oh, wait. Politician starts with police. I never thought of that. This could be a conspiracy.
It stopped at pole.
They all dance on poles, those motherfuckers. That's what they really do in their off time.
They probably do. They have their own little undercover secret club.
Right? It's like the secret pussy politician club.
Secret pussy poppers.
There's like a fucking airport and no hotel attached to it with like the underground garages that nobody can see you in.
Right.
And like, the do not acknowledge list, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
the blacklist.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah, you're not on the list tonight. You're down for Friday night. Yeah, you're not allowed here at all. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking.
Dude, you had semen everywhere, and I'm not talking about the sailors. Oh, shit. So, yeah, no, we have had some really, really good feedback, though, from our publishers and the affiliates. Whoa, flame the fuck on!
Right, and as affiliates, Haley has been a big help going through everything and helping get research done that's been needed, and
she's so thorough.
She is, and she was kind of watching over the other night when I was, starting to do the blog stuff, and
when I passed out on your couch.
Yeah, I had to correct one of my boo-boos, and like, oh, that's what the editor's for.
I had to laugh today because Albert was like, Haley will enjoy going over your article, and I'm like, I spell checked, and he's like, Tanya, editors do more than that. I was like, I never said that they didn't. I just said that I gave her enough common courtesy as I spell checked.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to help you out.
I'll tell you right away, you're going to have to check punctuation on me.
Right? As far as I'm concerned, exclamations should be after every fucking sentence.
I try to watch all the tenses, but...
All I know is that sometimes I just get tense and forget about the tenses. Like, this is too stressful. It's like my first year in college, right out of high school. I took stress management. That was a really hard class.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is so fucking stressful. I gotta write all this shit about me, and then we have to meditate. Like, yeah, it was too much. I ended up with like this huge binder by the time I was done. And what was even worse is that a girl I graduated from high school with was my teacher.
Really?
Yeah. We were not the best of friends.
That's funny.
Thank God she didn't grade me on like our past. I got an A.
Huh.
Yeah. But fuck, that was a lot of work.
Maybe she was just afraid you were going to kick her ass.
I have never gotten in a fight before, ever. And people always ask me that. I'm like, dude, I've just been smart about it. Like, I always rolled with bouncers or correction officers, you know?
Right.
I probably should lately with, you know, just the world in general. But,
right.
Yeah, I've always, I don't know. I can always talk people out of stuff. And
I try to teach my kids that, too. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, there's no point in it, I don't think. I think people can have a decent discussion. What are you doing over there?
The chair. It's the chair.
Okay. I just figured it was my other ex in the deep freeze trying to get out.
Damn it, let me stab him again.
Right? Get back in there!
Come on!
Dude, don't do that. That'll get mare holes. I don't want the fire to breathe. Oh my God. You know it's bad when you get to that point in your marriage when they're wearing a CPAP and you're like, God, I wonder if I could unplug this fucker and get away with it.
I hope your future husband stop watching.
Oh,
sign it prenup.
Too much, too soon, not soon enough.
Right.
Let me know how you feel about this. Yeah, but
Oh, Lordy.
I am just being honest. As I'm like choking on my happiness.
She's not sadistic, just a little feisty.
Oh my God, where's the Shaylee when I need it? Starts.
Oh, he brought those over. I just forgot them tonight.
Oh,
you know, because I was trying to get over here so we could get it done, you know, before the weather started and I could get back home. But yeah.
And you know what? The way we're sitting right now, we could totally touch that fucking shiwi and none of them would know.
Right? He goes, I want a demonstration. I'm like, well, let's show. I mean, she might like hold it up and show like how it's supposed to be used, but I don't know that she's like going to do a live demonstration
He
for
wants me to pee in public?
Right.
Well, I'm cool with that, but not on social media.
Right.
Like, if we were gonna get technical when I DJ, there's probably like my P DNA all over Omaha. The Comfort Inn has totally a whole new meaning besides the whole new name of Sonesta.
There was one night in the middle of the street. I had a dress on, so you know it was like super easy and heels. So I mean, what the fuck,
right?
You know? I'm like, I gotta go. He's like, well, you know, they're not here with the keys yet. And just pop a squat, peed right in the middle of the street.
Did you like pull your thumb to the side?
Yeah.
Yep, this is shit bitches do. Oh,
All right.
hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, but good talk. Very classy of you, Mikkel.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. So a couple other people we should probably thank.
It was the Girl Scout.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Did they make a badge for that?
I bet they do now.
I bet they do. It falls along the same lines as the pole dancing politician badge.
Right.
And then ours underneath. Snatch with a mouth. And the claw.
The claw.
Dude, I'm gonna have to get like attached to a praying mantis because they eat their prey or their significant.
Have another drink, Tanya. What's in the sippy cup, Tanya?
Fucking Red Bull.
She said she wanted to drink. Y'all heard it, right?
Oh, you fucking know. You know, I'd be like, I gotta come right back. Get out of here, fucking Shiwi. Shiwi, I need one now, Brecca. Ooh, this is good talk, good talk. I hope you guys are laughing as much as we are.
Right.
Fuck, my stomach is starting to hurt. That's awesome. I haven't laughed like this in like the eons. Oh. So, yeah, who else are, we have to think the James squared.
Yeah.
James. We love you, James squared. Cheeky James.
We need to do his interview.
Yeah, we do.
I have his questions.
Do we have our website?
No, but, you know, we've been making everybody wait so long for it. We could probably just throw that one up here.
Yeah, we could. Well, it's not really our fault. It's not really the publishers or anybody else.
No. For any of you, I mean, I'm sure many of you get frustrated with computers and whatnot on a daily basis, and I'm sure some of you are actually programmers, so you know that sometimes shit has to be or gets wiped on its own, and you got to redo shit, and buttons and links don't work that should, and your shit. Yeah, it's a whole big fucking mess, and everybody's working on it, and still trying to get their own stuff done too, and they're really putting in a lot of time for us. So
yeah, they are. They're
like
amazing.
Way appreciated.
Yeah,
and they put up with us. So I mean,
I think our fucking phone conversations are hilarious. Like they can't even stop laughing at us. They're like, "How's your day?" "Oh, I'm living the fucking white girl dream." Yeah, they are pretty fun though.
Right.
And then who else are we gonna thank? Our followers.
Of course.
We got a lot of new followers in the past week.
Continually to grow, and it's awesome. And we're working on setting up some new stuff, so we're constantly always feeding you guys and
feeding you some snatch.
We're feeding you some snatch, mouth wide open, and just want to make sure you know that we're always giving you guys the attention and the prompts and whatnot that you deserve. So we got some stuff coming to you.
Yep. So, and I think we're going to start all that this coming Sunday. That way, because I know you've been so busy. I have. We've got a lot of ideas and stuff we've been having to write down and organize, and just working with, you know, our crazy bosses, and it's been insane. So we want to make sure that you guys knew we have not forgot about you. I've put quite a few writings up too.
Right.
Some pictures. I know you've put a bunch of memes up today and some writings too.
Yeah.
Jess, your daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing job. And yeah, for, you know, it's not easy for anyone to open up. I mean, we've talked about some of the stuff that we're talking about just because we can talk about it with other people or each other. It's totally different doing it on the platform that we are. I mean, we're telling everybody our fucking problem, basically, you know.
Yeah.
But when you look at it that way, you know, when you look at it with some heart, I'm sharing what I went through, so others know, one, they're not alone,
right,
and two, maybe they can share and offer some insight, you know, so somebody else that is just going through it or not going through it yet, but you know, it's going to come across their face, so they have that information when it's there.
Right. It's more accessible knowledge and tools to utilize. And I don't know, I'm really proud of her. I mean, for such a young person, she's really, really mature.
She has a very old spirit.
She does. She does. And I know, like, once we got done doing our couple lives and we've just been keeping it real with each other, like, we've had a hard time adjusting to all the changes that we've been going through.
That, and, you know, you already talked about, you know, some of the stuff that you talked about, you know, when you've opened up with the domestic violence stuff, that you know, that kind of makes you sit back and kind of just want to go in yourself for a little bit so that you can examine how you're dealing with those feelings and whatnot, because talking about it always brings it up.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, totally. Yeah, it's totally understandable, relatable position. I'm very, 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 very proud of her for taking that step and not just helping others, but helping herself, because getting that shit out is never fun.
Well, no, and think about, like, you know, she's in high school.
Yes.
She has put how she feels and opened up as a young person to the world.
Right.
And there are not very many people that can even do that at our age.
Right.
So she has to go to school and walk out to the store just in public, knowing, like we know, we've opened that spot. We're very vulnerable to everybody. And I admire her so much because that takes a lot of pride and self-worth and knowledge and understanding who you are and where you've come from to where you are right now.
Right.
And kids are so quick to judge, but this is something that's so important. And I think that her opening the way she has, there will be so many more younger kids that feel comfortable opening up too.
And that's what that's what we were hoping for, you know, so they have some place, you know, they can feel safe to talk about, or maybe get some other direction on how to deal with that.
Right. So it's a very cool group. Go read her stuff. I mean, it's amazing. And then you can read some of my stuff. I think right now we're the only two that have posted it.
I think so.
Yeah.
No, Jay posted something in there.
That is right. Jay commented.
And I have a couple of our followers that I told them that I love their stuff, and I'm going to be putting their stuff in there, and some of it I've already worked on. So
yeah, definitely. Please feel free to go and join our groups because they're really helping. You know, whether we've touched one or two people, I know we've touched more than that, but just saying like one person, that was enough. That did it for us. You know?
And even if you don't need help, even if you're not a person that, you know, if you think you're just fine and everything's groovy, the stories are amazing.
Yeah. And if you want a good laugh, just fucking ride on the bipolar train with me on my ex-marriage. Like, all aboard! Fucking grab your candy bars! You're gonna need them. But yeah, then we've got our writing group.
Yep.
And
our photo group and our artist group. We need some more artists.
Yeah,
you guys need to quit being shy. Share your stuff. I'm gonna share the choo-choo train that you colored.
Oh yeah, this is what we do when we're stressed out. In fact, here's my question for you. Since you colored A in apple.
Asshole.
I was gonna say.
Apple.
Apple. Apple. I think that's what she was secretly thinking.
Apple.
Train. Because I fucking just got off the bipolar express from my ex-marriage. And no, I don't like trains.
I love trains.
Are you that kind of girl? My mind always goes to that kind of shit.
Oh, that. Oh. God, no. Obviously, mine doesn't go to that. Ugh.
No, I did ride in the train though.
Right.
Do you remember the Goo Goo Clock? I used to always sit and watch mine and wait. I'm like, come on, motherfucking bird.
And my mom used to have one. She used to get so mad at us because I'd sit there and play with the thing so that it would come out. Yeah. You broke it! You fucking broke it! Just leave it alone!
I can totally see your mom saying that.
Love you, Mom.
Oh my God. So I guess Damien was at daycare the other day, and Miss T was like, everybody needs to sit down. And he was sitting there reading his book on his cot, and they were like sitting down. And he goes, underneath his breath, loud enough for like Miss T to hear him, he goes, you all need to sit your ass down now. And so she calls me and she's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, what? Is everything okay? She's like, no, everything's good. But I just had to let you know what Damien had said. And I was like, well, what did he do? And she's like, girl, he was basically telling all those little kids that were running around that they better sit their ass down.
Well, one, first off, how can you argue with what's right? Two, second off, when he's so young and that shit slips out like that, you gotta let that shit slide. You make a big deal about it, they know that it's a word that's gonna get some attention and response, and so they're gonna bring it out more.
Yeah. Yeah, so needless to say, we had to talk about it. And this morning, he looks at me and he's like, Mom, what is taking you so long? Hurry your ass up. Now, I don't say hurry your ass up. I do say sit your ass down.
Yeah.
After I've gotten to the point.
Isn't it amazing how they know how to use it in proper context?
Yeah.
I think I actually posted something on that. If I didn't, I have one because...
You should post that because I need to prepare myself.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that day that it was raining, he looked at me, he was like, oh shit, Mom. I'm like, what? What'd she say? Oh shit, Mom, it's raining. Okay. I don't even know what to fucking do right now. My kid just looked at me and said, oh shit, like, perfectly. He could have won an Oscar for that shit. Is that what you win? Oscar, Grammy, Emmy? Something in a Y or an R.
Something tall, skinny, shiny, fucking, who knows?
Tall, skinny, and shiny. A guillotine. Wrong answer? Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, to all of our new people though, we want to say thanks, and we're hoping you're enjoying our show, and we invite you into our crazy madness, and hope you get some good laughs, some knowledge, help out, and help us out, man.
Yeah, add your comments. I mean, we're all about honesty, so bring that, bring it on.
Right? Speaking of which, I got one of your men that texted me today, and he's like,
my men?
Well, that like to talk to you. Because we all have certain people that we, comment every day and that we talk to.
Right.
And I never hear from him until he's mad at you because you are obviously busy. You didn't get a chance to respond yet.
Or I could have already blocked him because he went too far.
I think that would probably be it, but I was being nice right there. I know you know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Now I think I might.
Yeah.
I might have a good idea.
Yeah, and I'm like, my response, oh, good afternoon, Mr. Are you wanting your weekly banter with me? Because the last time you spoke, you were upset that I did not respond to you promptly.
Right?
And I said, unfortunately, my day is very packed with poop, shit, snot, and a lot of algebra. I don't get a stick next to my phone like people probably assume I do.
Right. I hate that people assume that just because, we're parents or we don't work or work part-time or whatever, then we don't have anything fucking else to do, then that's all we do is sit there on our fucking phone. Because, man, I can tell you that I did used to, play games on the phone for like an hour, maybe every night to finally unwind and relax before I went to bed when everybody finally, the world got quiet.
When you gave them $20 each to run away.
Occasionally. but Justin's going to be like, where's my 20?
Right? Is the kitchen clean, little lady? Your boyfriend's in bed, finally. Kitchen needs to be clean.
That's funny.
None of those were my plates either.
No, but I haven't touched those in weeks since we've been working so hard.
Well, and I have to laugh because, I don't like modern technology, so I'm not all about keeping my phone on me to begin with.
Yeah, I got to post for YouTube, baby.
Our publisher thinks that we need to be on the phone with him all the time.
Really?
Yes. Haven't you noticed that the other day? Call us. Call me. Hold on. We're not together yet. I need you two to call me when you're together. Or we need to FaceTime each other from different computers and laugh for like 45 minutes and then kind of get down to business. We love you though, Albert. But yeah, I'm not used to being on the phone that much, so this is really weird for me.
See, I don't mind being on the phone with them because I've adapted to the fact that some of it's going to be productive, and it's productive in another way because I'm sitting there fucking working while he's sitting there fucking working, and then he'll say, okay, go to this site, so I'll go to that site and do whatever I'm supposed to do there, and then so I get to work while I just set him over there, and I get to work. I'm good.
It was weird when I walked in the other night because all I heard was, and then when you were done, I'd hear. I'm like, who the fuck is typing now? And he's on the other computer. I'm like, where is he? Can you see us? And Raquel's like, he cannot see you, Tanya. I'm like, well, where is he then? He just has his voice. Well, we all have a voice. How come I can't see him? And I'm all like trying to like fix my hair so I look appropriate, you know, like we work for this man, okay? Fuck. So yeah.
He gives me shit for calling him sir. He goes, technically I work for you. He goes, why are you calling me sir? Fucker, because I was raised with manners. Is that better?
Right? I mean, when we verbally and aggressively banter to our followers, don't take no for no.
Yeah, I always start off with sir.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
But see, working in prison, like that's the way we addressed everyone too. I didn't want anybody to think that
anybody had any more love than the other.
Right. I mean, once you got up to the pill call line, I mean, I talked to all of them, you know, as long as they left and they were smiling and they took their meds, that's all I cared about, you know. I'd have them bring up their pictures of their family and stuff. It was cool to get to know them that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so.
Groovy.
Yeah. I love that word, by the way.
I love it too. It's my absolute, I think it's probably my absolute favoriteest word.
Favoriteest word. Mine too. I like normal though, because normal doesn't exist anymore. They've taken it off like the washing machines, the dishwashers.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's no normal anymore. Normal does not exist.
Right.
Like you either get slow, fast, or faster.
Right.
Or normal is not an option, so you get almost
delicate whites, colors.
And fucked up because your
hot,
girlfriend added bleach.
Or the Christmas stocking. Oh, sorry, you got some pink shorts there. At least they go on the inside.
Or fucking when you like do wash and you realize that you just put like a whole bunch of Kleenexes that were left in somebody's shirt. And you're like, didn't put a dryer sheet there. And they go to like pick up their clothes and shit. And you're like watching them get ready. And you're like, dude, you got fucking tissue hanging off your armpit.
That's hilarious.
Not gonna lie, I've purposely bleached one of my ex-boyfriend's clothes so his underwear was pink. I found out that motherfucker was cheating on me though.
I talked about doing it with actually the kids' dad. It was a joke between us. We had started dating in the summer, and it had been a joke about doing, you know, laundry and putting a Christmas stocking in there and turning stuff pink. So for Christmas, he gives me this big, huge box, and it's got 5 little boxes in it. And like the first box is like a beer for those lonely nights. Or the first box is like popcorn and pop for when I'm studying. And the other one's a beer for those lonely nights. And then there was one for a vibrator for those really lonely nights. And then there was another one that had the pink shorts in it.
That's awesome.
I can be warm.
My box would have been like a package of popcorn. This was the first dinner I've cooked for you.
I think he was a little disappointed though, because when he, you know, when I opened the vibrator, I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." You know,
they're like, "It doesn't work. Can we take it back?" They didn't test it.
Do I have batteries too?
Don't you hate that?
Right.
What's the fucking point? You spend so much goddamn money on batteries. At least give me a fucking free set.
Right.
Duracell, believe me, women and parents keep Duracell and Energizer in business.
My mother always said, and I wish I would have listened because I'd probably be a rich bitch right now. But she always said, take out stock in toilet paper batteries.
Why? Because they both keep on running?
Yeah, pretty much.
So does your ass?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a good idea, though.
Right?
Yeah.
It's always going to be around.
Same with cigarettes, though. People always.
I think that my daughter and my son and your children, I think the children that are coming up now are going to be the ones to change that.
I can't smoke anywhere anyways. They can't change it.
They'll change it by the smokers will die out and there'll be a lot more non-smokers.
Yeah, they're vaping.
Which I found out
Is worse for you.
is way worse for you. The doctor looked at me and he put down his head when he had to say it in shame and said, I actually have to say that cigarettes are safer than vaping.
Yep. Well, they're saying that cigarettes are safer than alcohol now.
Well, that one I can probably fucking agree with a little bit.
Right?
But, yeah, no, it can give you a condition called popcorn lungs.
Yes.
And I guess he said it's irreversible, I believe. An irreversible condition. So, yeah, that's some heavy stuff. I mean, none of it's good for us, but we're all going to have a vice of some sort.
Right.
So.
Right. Recall, phenolin inhaler.
Yes. If anybody takes a phenolin inhaler, on Facebook, we went and checked it out. It's from a reliable source. It is, actually, I do need to grab my phone for this so I can give the exact information.
Oh, shit, you can post it if you want.
Oh, yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll post it. There's like 3 months, and it has the codes
and the lot number.
the lot number, the date, and everything. So, yeah, make sure that if you have those, that you're taking them into your pharmacy or calling your doctor or whatever and not use those because it has serious side effects that can happen from those. So.
Yeah, one of which was brain damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like K2, don't do it.
Right.
I mean, if you're going to fucking do it, do the real shit. Get yourself some albuterol. Sorry. All right, well, I got to go and check on the kids and get my blogs going because, yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch of, I have a bunch of stuff I need to get back to, too, that I'm working on for us, too. So.
Yeah, so in the meantime, I'm going to go and check the dryer and see if anybody put the fucking normal spin cycle back on there.
Okay, go check that out.
So, you guys have a Snatchalicious Tuesday.
Snatchalicious Tuesday.
Right? And,
Trivia Tuesday.
Trivia Tuesday.
Trivia Tuesday.
So next time we talk, y'all have a good day.
She's hilarious. Night, y'all.